Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel, Programming Knowledge Prime. So, today's session is about the arrays and the subscripted variables. The arrays are also called the subscripted element. Why? Because if you can declare an array, okay, so it is mandatory to write the subscription. I can show you how do you declare an array. At first, data type. So it is the general format. Okay, it is the general format to declaring an array. It is the general format to declaring an array variable. So what is the appropriate data type? Okay, the array name and the size. So at first, what is the definition of the array? The array is a collection of, okay, or you can say the array is a group of similar data elements. It means that array consists only the homogeneous data items. Means if you declaring an array, the I can take an example. Okay, so int like that. So what is the meaning of this? It means that the array type is int and the size of the array is 8. Okay, the array of the size is 8. It means that it will contain at least 8 elements. It will contain at least 8 elements. Okay, and all the elements are in the similar data. All the elements are in a same data type. Okay, all the elements are in the same data type. The data type is int, or you can say float. If you write float, so it is also float. So it means that all the data or all the elements of an array should be or must be in homogeneous data type, similar data. It does not different data like that. If you the first element is in the int and second element is float, no, it is wrong. Okay, and it means that it will take the consecutive memory location. Suppose if you declare an array, suppose I declare an array. The size of the array is 8. Okay, the size of the array is 8. It will contain 8 elements, similar data elements. So in the memory, memory means main memory or primary memory or RAM, random access memory. In the RAM, the array will allocate consecutive memory location. It means that consecutive memory location, every element will store one by one. It does not store haphazardly. It will allocate consecutive memory location. Suppose if you declare the first element 1, second element 2, third element 3, it is an example. I does not declaring. The declaration is different. Okay, I can show you one example, one simple example. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So the 1 will store at first, then 2, then 3, then 4. It will does not store haphazardly. It means that the address, okay, because int will take the 2 byte memory, 2 bit memory, or 2 byte memory or 4 byte memory. It will be vary from machine to machine. Okay, here I write my code in the 32-bit compiler, so it will take the 4 byte to store the memory. Okay, or if you does not know what is the organization or what is the architecture of your computer, so there is no problem. Okay, you suppose print the size of operator. Using the size of operator, you also know what is the size. Okay, what is the size, or how many bytes will be allocated, how many bytes will be allocated by this data type int. Okay, there is no problem. Using this size of operator, you can also check. Okay, you can also check what is the how many bytes will be allocated by this int data type, or any if you write float there are constant, float, character, there are constant. The integer data type is also vary from machine to machine. So if you check by this statement, sorry, there is a printf. Okay, using this printf statement, you can check how many bytes will be allocated by this int. Okay, so it will be take the consecutive memory location. I can show you. I can show you. Suppose it is. Sorry, there is some problem. It is a consecutive memory location. Sorry guys for this error. Okay, I am not able to write in the print, so it will be better for you to writing in this print. So I am again sorry guys. So I tried my best. Okay, so then the it will be take consecutive memory location in the RAM, or you can say in the main memory. Okay, so it is a totally consecutive memory location, consecutive memory allocation. So what is the one dimensional array? Suppose, okay, so what is the one dimensional array? The one dimensional array is one subscripted. The one dimensional means the subscripted number is on one. Okay, like any size. Okay, the subscripted number is one. Okay, it will be. The values in the mathematical sets are written in this form. Suppose if you take the if you write the size of the array is 67, okay, and the starting index, the memory allocation of the first array is always start from the j0, and the last index is n minus 1. It means the size minus 1. Suppose if you here the size of the array is 67 and the last index of the last element is 66. Okay, because it is start from the, because it is start from the 0, because it is start from the 0. It start from the index, the first index of the array, the first index of the array is 0. Okay, so this is the reason why the size is one less from the final size. So it is that it is all of the one dimensional array. Okay, the subscription, the single, the suppose the address, the first, suppose the first element address, the base address, you can say the base address. What is the meaning of the base address? It means the first address of anything. The base address is denoted that the base address is the base address is denoted that the first address of the any element. Suppose here the array is a int a, and the first address of the array is suppose 2000. Okay, here my machine is 32-bit compiler. Okay, the underlying compiler is 32-bit. Here the the next element address 2004, 2008, 2000, sorry, 2010, like that. Okay, it is a consecutive memory location because every byte, every element will take 4 byte. 4 byte, it means 8 bits memory to allocate every element, not whole element. Every element of the array will take 4 byte. Suppose here the size of the array is 64. So how many byte will be allocated by this? 64 into 4. And this many memory, consecutive memory, not haphazard. It will consecutive. It will consecutive memory location. This consecutive memory location allocated by this particular one dimension because the subscripted number is 1. So this is the reason why the array is one dimensional, because the subscripted number is 1. If I write here the subscripted number is like 2, so the array will be considering as a two-dimensional array. Okay, so how many elements are there? Nothing but the first, the 5 into 8, that is, I considering here is a m and here is a n. So when the question is how many elements are in the two-dimensional array, is nothing but the multiplication of m into n. This is that elements are stored in the two-dimensional array. You get my point? Okay. I hope you understand. So the two-dimensional array are considered as a matrix. In the mathematics, you can see the matrix. What is the matrix? The matrix is formed like a two-dimensional. Okay. So I hope you understand. So after ending my session, so again I told you sorry guys for this interruption. Okay, so in the next session we will see the array declaration, okay, and the how to access the values of an array. Okay, so bye bye, take care.